Why men leave their wives for another woman. Infidelity and marriage breakdown are complex issues. We'll look into why some men leave their wives for another woman. We'll cover emotional, psychological, and social factors that lead to this. Communication and intimacy issues often cause emotional and physical distance. This can lead to feelings of being disconnected and a lack of closeness. Unmet needs and unrealistic expectations can make things worse, causing resentment and feeling like you're not compatible. Some men may feel the need for a midlife crisis, wanting adventure and new experiences. They might seek excitement and validation outside their marriage. The temptation of infidelity can be strong, especially if they feel their relationship lacks commitment. External factors like work and societal pressures can also play a part in a marriage ending. Leaving a spouse for another woman is a complex decision. It's often due to personal growth, unresolved issues, and struggling with relationship challenges. Breakdown of communication and intimacy. At the heart of a successful relationship, effective communication and deep intimacy are key. When these elements start to fade, it can lead a man to seek fulfillment elsewhere. The breakdown in communication and a lack of intimacy can push a man to leave his wife for another woman. Emotional disconnect. As relationships move forward, emotional closeness can start to fade. Couples might find themselves growing apart, struggling to talk deeply or share feelings. This emotional gap can make a man feel unfulfilled and seek a deeper connection. Lack of physical intimacy. Physical closeness is vital in a healthy relationship. A drop in how often and how well couples are physically close can make them feel unhappy and seek a better connection. This can lead a man to look for a new partner who offers the intimacy he feels is missing in his marriage. To keep a relationship strong, it's key to fix communication issues, rebuild emotional closeness, and rekindle physical intimacy. By focusing on these areas, couples can face challenges and deepen their bond. Unrealistic expectations and unmet needs. Men often leave their wives for another woman due to unrealistic expectations and unmet needs. If a man feels his wife can't meet his emotional, physical, or psychological needs, he might look elsewhere. This imbalance can make him unhappy in the marriage. Often, these high expectations come from poor communication. A man might have certain ideas about his marriage but not share them with his wife. This can lead to resentment and a growing gap between them, making it hard to solve problems together. Also, a man might feel his wife doesn't offer enough intimacy, affection, or excitement. If these needs aren't met, he might seek fulfillment outside the marriage. This can lead him to leave his wife for another woman. It's important to talk openly about these issues to prevent this from happening. Midlife crisis and seeking excitement. As men hit their midlife, some feel restless and want to grow. This midlife crisis can make a man leave his wife for another woman. He might look for new experiences and adventure. Feeling his current relationship lacks excitement, desire for adventure, and novelty. During a midlife crisis, the need for excitement drives a man. He wants experiences that challenge him and make him feel alive. This search for adventure might lead him to another woman, hoping to find what's missing in his life. The unknown and the chance to start anew can push a man to leave his wife. He's looking for personal growth and a new sense of self. This quest for excitement and fulfillment can lead him to a new relationship. Infidelity and lack of commitment infidelity, whether emotional or physical, can push a man to leave his wife for another. Being unfaithful can break down trust and intimacy in a marriage. This leads to the relationship falling apart. Not wanting to fully commit can also make a man look for new relationships. He might seek excitement and fulfillment outside his marriage. Infidelity and not being committed, it often go hand in hand. This creates a cycle that's hard to escape. Being unfaithful can make a man less committed to his marriage. This makes it tough to rebuild trust. On the other hand, not being committed can lead to infidelity. The man might look for new relationships to meet his emotional and physical needs. Together, infidelity and not being committed can make a man leave his wife for someone else. To stop this, talking openly, counseling, and focusing on the marriage are key. Unresolved conflicts and growing resentment often lead a man to leave his wife for another woman. When couples struggle to talk things out and find solutions, tension and negative feelings build up. This can push a man to look for a new relationship, inability to resolve disagreements. Not being able to settle disagreements often strains a relationship. If a couple is always fighting and can't find middle ground, their marriage starts to crumble. This leads to more resentment and can make the man feel the need to find happiness elsewhere. Unresolved conflicts and resentment make a marriage toxic. They hurt the emotional closeness and trust needed for a strong marriage. Without ways to deal with these issues, the relationship gets worse. The man might think leaving is the best choice. It's key to deal with unresolved conflicts and resentment to keep a marriage strong. By talking openly, understanding each other, and being willing to compromise, couples can overcome their differences. This helps keep their emotional connection strong, making it less likely for a man to look for comfort in another relationship. Incompatibility and growing apart. Even couples who start strong can drift apart over time. People change, and their needs and priorities shift. This change can make a couple's bond weaken, leading a man to look for happiness elsewhere. Differences in values and lifestyle can make a couple incompatible. If a man's goals change, he might find his wife's no longer match his. This can make the relationship feel disconnected. When a couple grows apart, a man might leave his wife for someone else. If the relationship loses its spark and they're not in sync, finding a new partner who fits better can be tempting. What makes a man leave his wife for another woman? Leaving one's wife for another woman is a complex issue. Many factors can push someone to make this choice. We'll look at the emotional, psychological, and social reasons behind it. One big reason is a lack of communication and intimacy. When couples feel distant, they might look for connection elsewhere. This search for closeness can lead to leaving the current partner. Unmet needs and high expectations also play a part. If a man wants adventure or personal growth but doesn't get it at home, he might seek it elsewhere. This can lead him to leave his wife for someone new. Infidelity and a lack of commitment are other factors. When a man puts his desires before his marriage, trust and loyalty suffer. This makes leaving his wife seem easier. There are many reasons why a man might leave his wife for another woman. Understanding these reasons helps us see the complexity of the issue. It also helps us find ways to strengthen marriages and avoid such outcomes. External factors like workplace dynamics and societal pressures can greatly affect a man leaving his wife for another woman. These factors can make an environment where cheating and ending a marriage is more likely. The workplace often leads to emotional and romantic connections. Long hours and shared experiences can create strong emotional bonds. This can sometimes lead to affairs. The competitive nature of work and the need for excitement can also push some men to seek outside their marriage. Society's norms and expectations can deeply affect a man's choice to leave his wife. The push to meet certain masculine ideals, like seeking adventure and youthful vitality, can lead men to look for new relationships. The media's portrayal of cheating can also make it seem appealing. External factors like work and societal norms, along with personal and relationship issues, can combine to make a man leave his wife. It's important to understand these complex issues to address and solve them effectively. As people grow, their needs and wants in a relationship can change a lot. This change can make a man look for a new partner that fits his life better. He might end his marriage to find this new connection. Personal growth and finding oneself can push someone to change, even if they're already in a relationship. Men may feel like they're outgrowing their marriages as they grow personally. They might want new experiences or a fresh view on life. This can lead them to leave their wives for someone else. Their changing priorities and interests can make it hard to keep the relationship close. Also, discovering oneself can show that a couple is not meant to be. As a man grows, he might see that his old relationship doesn't meet his new needs. This can make him choose a new relationship that supports his growth and changes. In many marriages, not putting in enough effort and taking one's partner for granted can lead to trouble. When couples stop making their relationship a priority, one partner might feel left out and look for someone else. As time goes by, the excitement of being in a relationship can wear off. Couples might start to think the relationship will keep going on its own. This can make them neglect the relationship, taking each other for granted. This lack of effort can slowly break down the marriage. One partner might feel unhappy and look for someone else to make them feel loved. Not making an effort to talk, show love, and solve problems together can make a relationship dull and unsatisfying. This can be a sign that the marriage is ending. One partner might then look for a new relationship to meet their needs. Attraction to the grass is greener mentality. Some men might leave their wives for another woman because they think the new relationship will be better. They believe a new partner will make them happier. This thinking comes from comparing their current relationship to others. Humans often focus on what seems better in another situation, ignoring the real issues in any relationship. If a man feels unhappy in his marriage, he might think another woman could make things more exciting or fulfilling. This grass is greener mentality leads to idealized perceptions of the new relationship. It makes him compare his current relationship and feel dissatisfied with it. The idea of something new and exciting can make some men leave their wives. But this thinking often overlooks the problems that come with starting a new relationship. This can lead to more disappointment and regret later on. We've explored why some men leave their wives for another woman. We looked at emotional disconnection, unmet needs, and the desire for personal growth. These factors can lead to a marriage falling apart. It's key to understand how relationship dynamics, personal growth, and the push for building stronger marriages interact. This knowledge helps people and couples face infidelity and relationship issues. It makes it possible to work towards better and lasting relationships. Going forward, we must tackle these topics with empathy and compassion. We need to understand infidelity deeply. By talking openly, fixing deep issues, and focusing on personal growth, couples can mend their relationships. They can rebuild trust for a strong bond.